So, how did we get into the ambulance space? All right, my name is Tiffany Powell Jordan,
And my name is Anthony Powell.
and we are Ambulance Academy. So, I want to bring you guys back really quickly. About 10 years ago, I worked for a wonderful bank, a US bank, and my job was to basically talk to entrepreneurs all day to get them signed up for my merchant processing platform via US Bank. And upon talking to these people, I'm like, dang, what's the difference between me and them? And the difference was really that they took a leap of faith. They betted on themselves. They took a risk. They were able to kind of at least get to the point of talking to me to set up merchant processing for their businesses. So from there, I figured it was time for me to take my own personal leap of faith. So I quit this job. I saved some money. I wasn't married. I didn't have any children at the time. So I quit this job. During that time of me quitting, I was able to be introduced to two firefighters that were brave enough to start their own ambulance service. And they were really great on the patient care side because they were firefighters, but they really didn't know how to structure their business. So they were going through an audit and they asked for my help, and I was able to ask them dumb questions, get them through the audit. And from there, we began to build a good business relationship. During that time, they were able to give me more and more tasks, and I was able to create structures and systems to get the job done. So I was able to work in this space a little bit, and as I became more comfortable, I began to see how much and how great the need and the demand was for ambulance transport. And not only that, I was able to see the positive impact that it had on the patient. I remember from working in the cubicle, not being able to really move or express myself much, to being able to, go build relationships with our patients, going to their homes to kind of figure out what their needs were and to try to find a solution for them, as well as building relationships with different nurses and social workers, etc. And so I was able to really see a positive change with working in the space as well. And not only that, I was able to see how much money really could be made from running a business like this. So after working with these guys hand in hand and helping them grow their business from the ground up, I figured, why not me? I figured it was time for me to start my own ambulance service. All right, so when I jumped in, it wasn't super quick. I wanted to gain more experience and insight into the needs of the job, so I decided to become an EMT. So upon graduating EMT school, I quickly jumped at the opportunity to become a dispatcher for a local large hospital. They had a non-emergency dispatching position that was available. So I figured, why not learn the ins and outs of how to run a business from a corporate perspective? And I did just that. So at this point, I'm running my business throughout the day, and I'm dispatching at the local hospital at night. So one of the really attractive things that I really liked about running this type of business was all of the flexibility that it allowed for me to have. My husband, he was working as a railroad conductor, like crazy hours, so his schedule wasn't really reliable. And we had a small daughter, and so it allowed for me to be able to grab patients around taking her to school and picking her up from school. So it's very, very flexible, and it worked for me at the time. So fast forward, I'm no longer working on the truck and in the business, I'm working on the business. I've hired new employees, and business is going well, but then COVID-19 happens in the year 2020. So COVID-19 happens, and it afforded many opportunities to transport more and more people. Revenue was up, but the need still remained for a lot of EMTs. A lot of EMTs had now gone to do contract work overseas or maybe in other parts of the nation. So it left Pinnacle and a lot of other companies in the ambulance market uncovered in terms of covering our own transports. So the state of Georgia allowed for us to begin to hire people who were non-EMTs. And at this point, we inserted my husband and my brother to begin to learn about the business on a day-to-day basis because they were able to begin to drive ambulances. From there, they thought it was easy work, and so they began their own ambulance service.
Yeah, and at this time for me, I was in a bad relationship. It was the beginning of 2020, the pandemic just hit. So I was trying to reset my life. I was like, okay, I want to make a move. I don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to be Atlanta? Is it going to be Washington, D.C.? Where I went to school at. But I decided to move to Atlanta. My sister was there. I have nieces at the time. I had a nephew. And I was like, it'd be a great opportunity for me to reset in a positive light, in a positive space around positive people. So I did that. And like you said, COVID hit. People were getting COVID left and right. You still have patients. The ambulance company still has to run. It doesn't matter if the ambulance patients still need the treatment. So they actually released a rule. So when the state of Georgia allowed for people like me and my brother-in-law to get into the business, we started, at first she was like, okay, I'm gonna just help my sister. Like, she needs us, that's my sister. For my brother-in-law, that's his wife. We love her. Sure, we're gonna help you. We gotta get on the truck, no problem. So we did that, and I think like the first or second day, I was on the truck with you, and I was like, T, this is easy. Like, I can start my own. And he was like, let's run it, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And we did just that. And from there, we just been working together. I initially started off in her office trying to learn the admin side of the business, and then we duplicated that, me and her husband, and we built our own, and it's been great. It's been fruitful.
Very much so. So the reason why we've created this channel is because running an ambulance business has totally changed my life for the good. So what I love most about my lifestyle now is I have time freedom. I have 2 small children that I love dearly. I have a wonderful husband that no longer works for the railroad because the ambulance business has afforded him to not. And so I'm able to live a life that I create in terms of my time freedom. So if I want to work from home, I can work from home. If I want to go on vacation, I can work from wherever I am in the world. And that's just kind of how I wanted to design my life. So it's afforded me that opportunity. It has also afforded me to create a lot of great job opportunity for many awesome and wonderful people. So not only am I able to see an impact and change in the patients' lives and their families' lives by offering medical transportation that's on time, friendly, and safe, but I'm also offering a really great work environment for really, really deserving individuals that maybe would have never been able to be promoted to a managerial role or to see the great gifts and strengths that they have inside of them. If maybe I wasn't able to see it and point it out and prune them, and I guess to just give people that growth and security that they need in a career.
So guys, this is exactly why we've created this YouTube channel. We want to not only show you guys how we're running our business, a very profitable business, and making impact, but also show you guys how you can run and start your own ambulance company, run it efficiently, and create lifestyle that you want.
So click the link and subscribe.
And we look forward to serving you guys.
See you in the next video.